I had to ship to Vietnam, 14 kilometers away from the US. My sister thought he was crazy after hearing this. Please, my D. You'll die going over there. No, I won't. You will. I don't understand why you're doing this. Mikey said he had to do it. Then he turned around and got trapped to the dock. Turns out a few days before, he was drinking with friends. Under the influence of alcohol, he made a bet with them. He would take beer to the battlefield to visit his friends, to show the soldiers that their hometown supports them. I'm going to Vietnam to deliver them beer. Alright. Okay, let's go. However, Mikey forgot about it the next day. This is the lazy ordinary sailor. Every day he spent in an alcoholic haze, but this news gradually spread. Many young people in Mikey's community joined the army. Those soldiers' families found Mikey. They went in to take titles to their family members on the battlefield. Now Mikey felt stuck. He was seen idle in everyone's eyes. Now everyone viewed him with new respect. He had no choice but to stay in his resolve to pass that shipyard. Surely there's not a ship going to Vietnam right now. The staff said he was very lucky. There's a direct flight this afternoon. But by this time, they won't need a fueler, right? Oh, merchant. Hey, you're lucky. There's still one shore. Oh, so Mickey boarded the cargo ship. In 2 months, he'd reached the promised land. In Vietnam, Mickey's gaze was melancholic. He asked the captain for 3 days off. Then he stepped onto this unknown land. He found a soldier to inquire about his friend Collins. They were both thrilled to see each other again. The captain believed he had crossed the ocean just for a few cans of hometown beer. Unexpectedly, they ran into an officer taking rooms. He angrily reprimanded their lax behavior. But upon seeing Mickey in civilian clothes, he became cautious. Yes, I'm traveling in Vietnam. I'm bringing beer. Trying to deliver to all my friends around here. You're traveling alone in Vietnam? Yes, that's right. The officer pondered, seemingly understanding. He just asked them to be quiet and left. Everyone speculated that Mickey's story was too strange, so the officer thought he was an undercover agent. Later, some of his friends discovered that Mickey came here without any solid plan. The place he was in was South Vietnam, and the friend he was looking for was fighting in North Vietnam. As an ordinary person, he couldn't get past. But since he was already here, Mickey didn't back down. He travels through the markets of Vietnam looking for solutions. He meets a helpful traffic cop named Achilles. The two bond over their love for the same movie. Later, Achilles directs him to the hotel. Here, he encounters some sharp-tongued journalists. It's just ridiculous to hear his delivered beer here. There's no shortage of beer in South Vietnam. Right, but not American beer. Mack awkwardly said it's not the same. The beer he personally delivered to her special meaning, but the reporter said he might not be able to deliver it because the Vietnam War is currently in a stalemate. The military simply can't get there. But this is nothing for Mack. He took a military truck on the way. He was released into the transfer base. He reported that he was delivered beer to the front line. Seeing his plain clothes and strange behavior, his superiors immediately realized his outstanding background. He hitched a ride on a military truck. Surprisingly, it really took him to the transfer base. He reported he was delivered beer to the front line. Seeing him in simple clothes and behaving oddly, his superiors immediately understood his extraordinary background. It's you again. Soldier, what didn't you say then? Immediately read this gentleman's name on the boarding list. Yes, sir. So Mack was once again taken for a spy. He boarded the plane to the front line with the soldiers. He was treated like a vet on the way. He arrived at the Battle Command Center by special plane. Everyone was convinced of his identity. Tell the commander I want to see my friend Duggan. The other party immediately made the call. Duggan, report to the command center immediately. No? 200 meters away and we're in a firefight. Now. Before dark. Understood. Yes, understood. He's on his way here. Mack was excited upon hearing this. He found a waterproof cloth tied under. He planned to surprise Duggan, whom he hadn't seen in years. But Duggan was crossing through gunfire, thinking him as an urgent command to rush here. Finally made it into the command center safely. Commander, you needed me? Knock knock. Mack. What are you doing here? I brought you beer. Hearing this ridiculous reason, Duggan instantly erupted. Because of this, he almost lost his life. The commander only then realized he was just a civilian. Duggan immediately had him turn back to the ship, drink this damn beer and wake up. But there are no flights leaving today. The officer had him handle this trouble by himself. Do you want to taste the enemy's flavor? Soon you can grab your things. Hurry up and get it. I'm holding it. The officer kindly handed over a helmet before leaving, and he also handed over a small handgun. Mack felt he wouldn't need this. The officer intended for him to have that with those backpacks kind, so he could shoot himself in the empty head. No, sir. He's more likely to hit his old people than kill himself. What are you talking about? I can use a gun. I served. Where did you serve? Massachusetts. Alright, give that to me. Are you ready? guess. What should we do? Run for your life. Then Tevin took Mack. They had to cross a battlefield busier than New Year's to reach their frontline position. Along the way, Mack couldn't see where the gunfire came from. He only heard bullets whistling past his ears. He ran ahead while his soul lagged behind. Fortunately, he preserved his life and reached the frontline. He took out a can of exploded beer to calm his nerves. By the time night fell, they became eerily silent. They finally had time to sit down and talk. Mack couldn't believe Tevin totally told him. The friend they both used to be close to. Harrowing died in a trap set by the Vietnamese. It seemed devoid of emotion. Tevin's account of war was that cruel. This left Mack, who had always supported war, momentarily stunned. He couldn't calm down all night. The next morning, everyone was drinking beer sent by Mack. The battlefield photographer took pictures of everyone. This photo was especially precious, a warmness that seems out of place. Tevin repeatedly urged him to return to the ship immediately. True safety is back on the ship. Then reluctantly, he followed the troops forward. Don't worry about him. There are always some foolish people in this world, so foolish they can't even die. This sentence foreshadowed Mack's subsequent journey. While waiting for the helicopter to pick him up, Mack witnessed a real agent on a mission. They interrogated a Vietcong prisoner. After extracting information, they planned to dispose of him, and the way to dispose of him was to simply throw him out of the plane, watching the light silently extinguished, falling into a dark, boundless green ocean. This raised a question in Mack's mind. What is their army really fighting for? Along the way, Mack had become silent. However, once they landed, he realized something was off. This was no transit base they had come from. The ground crew informed him that there were no planes available. He could wait a bit while they arranged a car for him. Typically single-minded, Mack suddenly tired. He took the opportunity to slip out to the restroom. He immediately escaped out the window to the back of the warehouse. Sure enough, he found the staff of Royer, whispering with the agents in a military vehicle. They must have been worried about the exposure of civilian persecution. If he were a reporter, he certainly couldn't go back. So Matt decisively climbed over the fence and fled deep into the jungle.